for giving somebody hope. All in all, I'm basically hooked on cancer support community.
When I think back on the last 25 years for the company, the learnings are deep and somewhat profound. We've done it our way. This is a hard business, but it's a really great business to be in when you've got the right team and the right mindset to go off and really attack some of the hardest problems in biomedical research.
I think for most of us, when we start a company in the biomedical space, the objective is fairly narrow. We just want to solve a scientific problem. Hopefully, the solution to that problem may lead to a drug.
From everything from access to government affairs to all touch points in the organization, the patient is at the focus.
Patients aren't only front and center in what we do, but Exelixis also works with a variety of patient advocacy organizations who work with us to create a united front and good public health policy.
As every aspect of the organization evolves, how do we have the vision to create the next wave of clinical studies that will help address those patients' needs, even as better therapies come onto the market?
I originally had started there going to the breast cancer support group, the entire group, all of the ladies in my group. It was just such a strong sense of community and support. And after the first class, I knew that that was where I was supposed to be.
I believe profoundly in the ability of storytelling to change our own narrative, but also for people who are battling a chronic disease or, quite frankly, an acute disease, the ability for us to share our story and to own our story, I believe actually has an impact on their own ability to fight their disease. Narrative is incredibly important.
Very first day I came to the gynecological cancer group, and it was just kind of like almost instant friends. Like, they were very warm, very welcoming, and they are my friends still. They're my people.
Hello everyone, I'm Mike Thomas, Executive Vice President and Chief Transformation Officer at John Muir Health. John Muir Health and UCSF Health are partnering on the development of a comprehensive cancer network right here in the East Bay, one that offers patients every resource they need. We will be building on the outstanding cancer care already delivered in our community by very skilled providers. Our partnership will allow access to the expertise of John Muir Health and UCSF Health, which will absolutely elevate the quality of cancer care in our community. Our location in Berkeley just celebrated its 1-year anniversary, and construction will soon start on a state-of-the-art cancer center on our Walnut Creek Medical Center campus. We expect to have that new facility open at the beginning of 2024. The center will offer comprehensive services in a patient-centered environment. I firmly believe that, true to our vision, we will be conquering cancer close to home. But we can't do this work alone. We need important partners like the cancer support community. Through our partnership, we've been able to witness firsthand the tremendous impact this organization has on our patients and their families by providing a range of support services and educational programs. We hear repeatedly how appreciative our patients are of the support they receive from the cancer support community. They are true partners in our shared fight against cancer, and we appreciate all that they do.
there's a lot of independent filmmaking out there today, and I think it's a really great idea to run this festival. And it's always just about great stories. I mean, that production values don't get audiences. It's really around storytelling.
I'm currently living in Hawaii. I've been attending the meditation group with Zoom for probably 5 or 6 months now, and it's been great, and I'm hoping to continue on Zoom as long as it's available.
To be able to have entertainment or tell stories, it helps you at least have a moment of escape, a moment to share time with someone, either laughing at a story or crying at a story. And so I just feel it's so important on so many levels to do what we do and to continue to be able to open doors for people to tell their stories and experience.
We are not just a mortgage company. We are the dream facilitators. We are the wealth builders. We are the home loan simplifiers. We're not just co-workers. We're students and teachers. We are friends and family. We are trusted and committed. You are not just a customer. You have goals. You have ideas. You have a plan. Your home loan is not just a number. It's your host for the holidays. It's your safe place. It's your financial future. This is CMG Financial, a committed employer, a trusted lender, a simplified home loan. Welcome home. CMG Financial, simplified, trusted, committed.
sing along.
I love going to film festivals. I love seeing all the creativity. To know that you, as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, that you can touch somebody else's life, whether it's one person, whether it's a million people, it's really, really powerful. We tell stories because it's about life. It's part of who we are as human beings, as we tell stories, whether it's TV or movies or the Bible or everything. You know, there's stories everywhere.
When you have your diagnosis, at least my experience was being overwhelmed. But after you're established in the program, I have met so many wonderful people. There's a real positive involvement and help and support, whether it's from the teaching community, the staff, and the participants as well in each of the programs. And you really get to develop some nice acquaintances and friendships.
What makes Panko one of the best places to work? It's people.
Builder mentality.
Flexibility.
Panko finds better ways to build. We foster personal and professional growth, and we achieve the extraordinary with a passion for building.
Panko creates a sustainable environment for future generations. We positively impact local communities, and we nurture the health and wellness of our people.
We are Panko.
Your life is never the same once you receive the diagnosis. Yet when I come to the CSC, I feel normal because I am with a group of people who I share something very significant in common with. So I think the sense of connection, community, I think is really, really critical.
You know, the secret of life is healing. I couldn't control my husband dying. I couldn't control much in my life, but I can heal from it. And I can foster healing in other people. And the Cancer Support Center is a place that supports that.
Good evening, Cancer Support community. I'm Dr. Nicola Alley. I'm a radiation oncologist at Epic Care. Most recently, I was honored to join the CSC as a board member this year. As you may know, we offer comprehensive cancer services across the Bay Area. Our goal is to offer specialty care with a compassionate and coordinated team approach. Part of that care involves engaging essential community partners like Cancer Support Community. For many years, Cancer Support Community has provided meaningful and free resources to many of my patients and their families. Every program and service offered by CSC nurtures our patients' courage, resilience, and hope. As a physician, I am humbled and in awe of each one of you. You have fundraised and joined forces to continue this legacy of care and service. On behalf of the Epic Care team and patients, we extend our deepest gratitude to each one of you, patients, caregivers, volunteers, and countless others working in the greater community. Whether you're joining tonight in person or via the virtual space, I encourage you all to revel in the positive energy your films and commitment to this cause are creating. Thank you for sharing your stories and investing in our community. It all helps to keep hope alive for years to come as we build a greater cancer support network. Cheers to you all and the power of community. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Hello, my name is Wendy. I am a cancer survivor and thriving every day. For the last 10 years, I've been a patient of Epic Care, and I've been blessed by the supportive team of experts who deliver a high quality and compassionate patient-centered care. Now I am happy, healthy, and hopeful, and I give back as a volunteer at the Cancer Support Community Center, where I inspire others through hope, courage, and self-love to look beyond the silver lining and live their best life. Thank you so much for all that you do for the cancer community and people like me.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you, we appreciate you. Thank you, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Cancer Support Community.
Thank you, Cancer Support Community.
After a shelter in place, I feel really bad at home. And I was pretty desperate. I feel really isolated and emotionally, physically, I feel really, really down. I joined very quickly and able to really enjoy the programs like you offered. And I think since then, I feel much, much better physically and emotionally.
Thank you to the CSC for the incredibly important work that you do, especially here in the Bay Area. As a young company in Menlo Park, Grail is excited to be a part of this exceptional community, and we're honored to support your mission to empower, strengthen, and sustain all people impacted by cancer. The earlier that cancer is found, the higher the chance of successful treatment and survival. But all too often, cancer goes undetected until it has progressed to an advanced stage. Using the most rigorous science and one of the largest clinical programs in genomic medicine, Grail is developing a blood-based early cancer detection test to change the trajectory of cancer mortality. This new technology, known as multi-cancer early detection, or MCED, can detect dozens of cancers with a single blood draw. By identifying more cancers, including deadly cancers that currently don't have any recommended screening tests, earlier before they spread, multi-cancer early detection could be the innovative breakthrough that helps turn the tide in the war on cancer. Like those of you who are here today, we are inspired by the opportunity to reduce the burden of cancer on Californians and on all Americans. We're proud to support the cancer support community and look forward to our continued work together. Thank you.
It really is a wonderful feeling to be able to feel like that you've helped or given somebody hope. All in all, I'm basically hooked on cancer support community.
When I think back on the last 25 years for the company, the learnings are deep and somewhat profound. We've done it our way. This is a hard business, but it's a really great business to be in when you've got the right team and the right mindset to go off and really attack some of the hardest problems in biomedical research.
I think for most of us, when we start a company in the biomedical space, the objective is fairly narrow. We just want to solve a scientific problem. Hopefully, the solution to that problem may lead to a drug.
From everything from access to government affairs to all touch points in the organization, the patient is at the focus.
Patients aren't only front and center in what we do, but Exelixis also works with a variety of patient advocacy organizations who work with us to create a united front in good public health policy.
as every aspect of the organization evolves, how do we have the vision to create the next wave of clinical studies that will help address those patients' needs, even as better therapies come onto the market?
I originally had started there going to the breast cancer support group, the entire group, all of the ladies in my group. It was just such a strong sense of community and support. And after the first class, I knew that that was where I was supposed to be.
I believe profoundly in the ability of storytelling to change our own narrative, but also for people who are battling a chronic disease or, quite frankly, an acute disease, the ability for us to share our story and to own our story, I believe actually has an impact on their own ability to fight their disease. Narrative is incredibly important.
Very first day I came to the gynecological cancer group, and it was just kind of like almost instant friends. Like, they were very warm, very welcoming, and they are my friends still. They're my people.
Hello everyone, I'm Mike Thomas, Executive Vice President and Chief Transformation Officer at John Muir Health. John Muir Health and UCSF Health are partnering on the development of a comprehensive cancer network right here in the East Bay, one that offers patients every resource they need. We will be building on the outstanding cancer care already delivered in our community by very skilled providers. Our partnership will allow access to the expertise of John Muir Health and UCSF Health, which will absolutely elevate the quality of cancer care in our community. Our location in Berkeley just celebrated its 1-year anniversary, and construction will soon start on a state-of-the-art cancer center on our Walnut Creek Medical Center campus. We expect to have that new facility open at the beginning of 2024. The center will offer comprehensive services in a patient-centered environment. I firmly believe that, true to our vision, we will be conquering cancer close to home. But we can't do this work alone. We need important partners like the cancer support community. Through our partnership, we've been able to witness firsthand the tremendous impact this organization has on our patients and their families by providing a range of support services and educational programs. We hear repeatedly how appreciative our patients are of the support they receive from the cancer support community. They are true partners in our shared fight against cancer, and we appreciate all that they do.
There's a lot of independent filmmaking out there today, and I think it's a really great idea to run this festival. And it's always just about great stories. I mean, that production values don't get audiences. It's really around storytelling.
I'm currently living in Hawaii. I've been attending the meditation group with Zoom for probably 5 or 6 months now. And it's been great, and I'm hoping to continue on Zoom as long as it's available.
To be able to have entertainment or tell stories, it helps you at least have a moment of escape, a moment to share time with someone, either laughing at a story or crying at a story. And so I just feel it's so important on so many levels to do what we do and to continue to be able to open doors for people to tell their stories and experience.
We are not just a mortgage company. We are the dream facilitators. We are the wealth builders. We are the home loan simplifiers. We're not just co-workers. We're students and teachers. We are friends and family. We are trusted and committed. You are not just a customer. You have goals. You have ideas. You have a plan. Your home loan is not just a number. It's your host for the holidays. It's your safe place. It's your financial future. This is CMG Financial, a committed employer, a trusted lender, a simplified home loan. Welcome home. CMG Financial, simplified, trusted, committed.
I think everyone has a cancer story.
The reason we tell stories is to connect with each other.
This is the first film of its kind, an original.
Tell your story, own that story. It will make a difference.
Good evening to everyone watching from home and to those viewing at parties around the country. My name is Erica Bryant, and I'll be serving as your MC for tonight's show. Welcome. 3 years ago, my mother called me while I was driving to work in Southern California. She said she'd seen a doctor and some of the tests had come back positive. Sadly, she'd been diagnosed with cancer. I was devastated. I was scheduled to travel to Mexico the following week as I was in the middle of filming a show that I had been working on. However, after that phone call, I continued along on my drive to set and quit my job that very day. I knew in my heart it was the right thing to do. More than that, I wanted to be there and be strong for my mother. She went through radiation and then chemo. She later was fortunate to receive a liver transplant. Throughout that process, I stayed with her every day, held her hand, played her favorite music, and prayed with her. I can happily and thankfully say that today, 3 years later, she's healthy, thriving, and enjoying a renewed life. I'm here tonight for the same reason that all of you are. I know how hard it is to see a loved one going through the fear and anxiety that cancer can bring. I too have felt that very same fear. Cancer can happen to anyone at any time, and tonight we'll see 3 amazing short films that will move and inspire us. And we'll hear the stories of 3 courageous people who are benefiting from Cancer Support Community's services. We're in for an inspiring evening tonight. I'd now like to introduce Kanani Reynolds, who will explain a little bit more about how this evening will work.
Thank you,
Hey,
Erica. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kanani Reynolds, and I'll be the one reminding you throughout the night how you can help make sure Cancer Support Community continues to help thousands of cancer patients and their family members every year. Erica was right. We will see amazing films, hear incredible stories, but we'll also have an opportunity to interact with each other. Please post in the chat where you're watching from. Maybe you're watching from our studio here, maybe you're on a couch, maybe you're in your kitchen making dinner, or maybe you're at Carol Lewisell's watch party. Hi, Carol and friends. Community is so important. It is even more important for someone who is facing cancer. And we are all going to make this a great night for Cancer Support Community together. A few housekeeping notes and instructions before we get into the program. We are here at the Cancer Support Community Center in Walnut Creek. We have a small audience in here in person. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing with us and celebrating tonight. And we have a large audience online. Because we can't hear you or see you out there, we also have a recorded audience to help move things along. Thank you. I'd also like to assure everyone that we are observing proper protocols here. Everyone eligible is vaccinated, and off camera, we are all wearing masks. We have our online auction that we will post in the link in the chat several times throughout the evening. To make a donation at any time, you don't have to wait for me. You just click that big green donate button on your screen. We've got time later in the program for asking for donations, and we will, but at any time you feel compelled, you feel moved, please donate by clicking that big green button. When the show is over, you can all check out with your credit card. It's just like online shopping. We have made it easy for you. Now let's thank our top sponsors for the evening, some of whom you'll be hearing from or saw in the recorded pre-show. Our presenting sponsor, Exelixis. Let me say that again. Our presenting sponsor, Exelixis. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your gift. Platinum sponsor, John Muir Health. To our gold sponsors, CMG Financial, Epic Care, Grail, Payne Cow, and Gilead, thank you. To our silver sponsors, Janssen Oncology, CGen, and Stanford Healthcare. And to our many, many bronze sponsors and our community partners who help make tonight's show what it is.
Thank you, Kanani. Now let's not waste any more time. Our amazing panel of judges selected 3 films for us to enjoy tonight. We'll be announcing the winner of the Judges' Choice Award at the end of the program. Now, here to introduce the first of our 3 finalists is Ashley Rose, a member of the family that are great supporters of CSC. Let's watch.
Called an absolutely charming piece of animation, perfect for children. By one of our judges, the film Scarlet shows the resilience and determination of a little girl whose dreams of dancing are threatened by cancer. Supported by her family, she finds the strength to reimagine her dream and inspire others with her positivity. The film was directed by Mary Nadalo and produced by production company, The Studio in New York City.
hold my breath, hush my head, count my steps. I need this more than ever. Might feel strange, but I'm not afraid. Every day I try but can't forget it. Hey, I need a new way. That's just a give and take. Make mistakes, keep on hoping, hoping for the day I'll fly high. As long as my heart is open, I know I can keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. My heart is open, I know I can keep on going, keep on going. Keep on going. My heart is open, I know I can keep on going, keep on going.
What a powerful and uplifting story. An important part of a person's healing is the opportunity to help someone else and pay it forward. That is one of the key things you'll hear from CSC's members over and over. I love seeing Scarlett not only find her own strength and empowerment, but then being able to extend a hand and help bring joy to someone else who was hurting as well. Simply a beautiful story. This film is also a reminder that cancer doesn't discriminate no matter one's age. It can have a lasting impact on families in so many ways. In essence, it affects everyone. That's why CSC also offers family programs with group activities and support available to children with cancer and to children of cancer patients. Now, let's hear from one of CSC's families. Ben Chacon was diagnosed with terminal cancer 3 years ago. His son attends CSC's kids programs, which has been a huge help to their entire family. Here's Ben with his story.
Shock is what I remember. It was a shock. And it was a shock for actually a long period of time.
I was diagnosed in December. It was December 2017. It was about Christmas time. You know, I'm young, and when I was diagnosed, I was 43. And the doctor gave us a minute alone, and we just cried. We didn't know what to do. They also told me that it was stage 4, that it had spread. You just think about that all the time. You know, you wake up and you think you're in a dream. It's unbelievable that something like that could happen to you all of a sudden. I had to tell my son, and at some point I lost my hair because of chemo, and you know, I wanted him to be prepared, to not be scared of me. I've also talked to him about the possibility that I'm not gonna be here forever. I had a sepsis last year because of the medicine and the weakness in my body, and it lasted actually 9 months, 3 of which I was at the hospital. I couldn't get visitors. I didn't see my son for a long time. It was really hard for me, and they said that I wasn't gonna make it, and to make whatever arrangements I had to make.
It was hard for me to imagine how in one moment your life just goes upside down from everything you wanted and planned, and now all of a sudden it's just nothing like that.
I'm glad that I have the support of CSC, that sometimes I don't know what to do, to be honest, and I have gotten a lot of knowledge about cancer, about advocating to myself, about communicating with my son. I was always very active and involved in my son's life. I feel like I have to make every day count. My son is attending the kids circle. He enjoys it a lot and he feels very happy to be with other people that are in a similar situation. He's slowly kind of starting to understand the seriousness of the situation, and he's getting a grasp on the permanence of, like, when I die, I'm not gonna be there anymore forever, you know. I try to live a healthy lifestyle, and also this is another aspect of my life in which CSC has helped us a lot, to me and my whole family. Like they have a lot of workshops about nutrition, about exercise. Just want to enjoy every day as long as we can.
Thank you, Ben, for sharing your story and the importance CNC plays in your life. I met Ben and Leo earlier this evening, and we are so grateful that they're here with us to share their story today. So while we have been here celebrating and watching these videos, we have had some gifts come in, and we want to recognize, we want to celebrate. I wish we were in the room together because I would run around and high five and celebrate you all. But coming in, I'm watching the leaderboard here. We have Janice Haas with a $250 gift. Thank you, thank you. Remember, you don't have to wait for us to give. You don't have to wait for us to ask to give. We're here, we're ready, and we would be so grateful. Thank you, Dave, Woody, your $100 gift. All your funds stay right here. They stay with the CSC community. Patricia Bird jumped in with her gift. Thank you so much. Sarah, I'm having a hard time. I want to run around. Sarah Cohen, thank you. Sarah Haynes, thank you for your gift. Anonymous, somebody out there left us a $1,000 gift, and we just want to say thank you for your gift. We are so grateful. Jim and Lynn Howe, your $500 gift. Thank you. Shelly Hayes, Patty Chapman at $500. We are so thrilled. Remember, you can give at any time. You can give at any time. You push that green button. You can give multiple times throughout the evening. I'm fine with that. Don't forget, we also have our auction. We also have this wonderful online auction with exciting packages, unique experiences, items, and some other and some of them supplied, I'm so excited about it, some of them have been supplied by our incredible judging panel who are highlighted in the program. Let's see a sample of these amazing auction items. I told you they were amazing auction items. 2 round-trip tickets on Alaska Air. Yes, please. Where will you go? How about a San Francisco Bay motor yacht tour, including lunch? It is so wonderful to see so much support and love flowing in from everyone out there watching tonight. I said it earlier and I'm going to say it again. I truly wish we could all be together. But isn't it wonderful that we can help people like Ben and his family right from the comforts of our own homes? In a few minutes, we'll hear from other CSC members and also take a moment to honor some of the frontline workers that are so important in a cancer patient's treatment, our oncology nurses. But now, let's watch the second of tonight's film festival finalists. Introducing this film is Lindsay Treadway from presenting sponsor Exelixis.
Let's face it, having cancer is hard, but sometimes it's even harder to keep a brave face for our loved ones. The film Danny brings this to life through beautiful stop-motion animation as 30-year-old Danielle delivers her grim prognosis of cancer to her mother. The film shows how a simple phone call can expose all the raw emotions felt not just by the cancer patient, but by those who love and fear for them. Danny was created by Lizzie Hogeson from Los Angeles, California. Please enjoy.
Mom, can you hear me?
Hi, guys.
So I wanted to call you today because I went for chemo today. And so the doctor wanted to, because I had the PET scan before. And the doctor wanted to see me before my treatment to go over the scan results. So I had a feeling about something. And I was nervous. I was like, oh, this could be good, but it could also be not good. So the Dr. Kwan was just like, I want to put you on a different chemo because the Taxol isn't working as strongly as she would like for it to work. So it's showing brightly in the PET scan in the breast, again, still activity more than she would like to see, and also in the liver. And she sees new activity in the lymph nodes, I think. But she said the bones, it's maintaining the bone, so that's good. That was the good news. It hasn't grown anymore in the bone. I have my after visit summary I'm going to read to you. We are going to stop Taxol. This is Dr. Kwan's notes from today. We are switching to adriamycin and Cytoxan. It's 2 different chemo drugs, 2 bags, for 4 cycles. It is going to be given once every 3 weeks. So I'll go in 1 week and have 2 weeks off.
Okay.
For 4 cycles. I have to have, with this one, their effects are a little bit different. She says that this one is a stronger combination. That's why you get more rest time between them. And she's, hoping that this will attack it more aggressively, stronger than the Taxol. So with this one, I don't have the risk of that. I forget what it was called, and when she told me about either losing or getting hypersensitivity in my extremities, which I haven't had any bad reactions to the Taxol except for the fatigue. But that's not a possibility anymore with this new drug. But it does something with your heart, it might slow your heart function. But she says that she's not too worried because I'm young, so I'm not a high risk for that. But regardless, I'm having a test. It's a MUGA, it's called MUGA, on Tuesday afternoon. So I didn't have chemo today. So she told me to take the week off because I had Taxol last week, and then they're gonna adjust my chemo schedule, and I'm gonna start and I'll send you this printout or copy of it with the actual names of the drugs, and I'm gonna write it in my blog. The reason that I wanted to record this phone conversation was because I'm the same way with getting any results that are not exactly happy news or good news to hear. It's hard for me to process it immediately in the moment. I feel like it might hit me a little bit later, tomorrow or the beginning of next week or the day before I start my new chemo, or when I'm I don't know when it's going to hit me. It hasn't completely hit me yet. But you know how I told you, when I was getting my biopsy and I was getting the results, and I was I knew that it was going to be, I was going to test positive for cancer. And then, but I wasn't ready to hear that it was stage 4.
Right.
And that was shocking. I think I was kind of in between with this one. I was 50-50. I was like, oh, this might be good, you know, but I have a feeling that it might be bad. It's hard for me to talk about too. So
of course.
Do you have anything? I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah,
I hate giving you bad news.
Mija, but you have to.
No, I know. It's gonna be okay, Mom. It's gonna be.
I know.
It's gonna
I know.
be good.
I know. And what keeps me going is your optimism, your being positive, the friends that you have. That to me, it's just overwhelming. Just
I know.
Like what you're saying right
about that
now.
before too.
When it's gonna hit you, I don't know if I'm numbed, if it's just God's providence. It's just
I understand.
It's just, you know, you're talking to me and you're telling me these things, and it's like it's not. I mean, I'm not in denial. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
but
I feel the same way. Like, I don't know. Am I in denial? Do I not understand what's happening? Because I feel a calmness. You know, it's very hard to describe.
Of course, I absolutely understand that. It's hard to describe, put into words what, you know, what the emotions, what your head is saying, you know, inside of you, you know, and it's shocking. It's just, you know, shocking. I can tell you that I thought that Taxol, you were making progress, and I was really impressed and so happy that the only side effect that you had was just that you were fatigued, that you were tired. Yet everybody tells me, wow, you know, Danielle looks so healthy, her color is so good.
Makeup.
And, you know, even when the doctor told you, when she measured that time and told you that it seemed like it was shrinking, I said, oh boy.
That's what I felt confident about too in the beginning, for sure. But then, like, you know, I hadn't seen her in between because that was like after the first month of treatment. And then earlier this week, actually, on Sunday or Monday, I started getting a little bit of pain again in my left breast. And I'm just like, oh. And I'm like, don't be negative, Danielle. Don't think about that. Like, don't, you know? And it felt like, so the Taxol is working technically, but it's not working aggressively enough and as fast enough as she would like to see it at this point. So it's not like we took a bad step. So that's what I'm thinking, you know? So it's working, but it's not working as aggressively and as quickly. And like now, and I think that the cancer is just faster and stronger than the medicine.
Wow. It can be so challenging to talk about these things with the ones you love the most. For me, it was my mom telling me about what she was going through and me being there to help her through it. It's also interesting how sometimes the patient feels the need to be strong as well as the caregiver, and you kind of battle with that. Cancer can affect anyone. It is diagnosed to an entire family, so it's not just affecting one person. That's just how this disease affects everyone. That film makes it so clear how Dani and her mom were trying to cope with the overwhelming stress and anxiety of her disease. Not to mention how their range of needs differ in a moment such as this. It's so compelling. What a wonderful thing to know that CSC is here to help. Not just the cancer patients and survivors, but the family members and caregivers as well. Thankfully, CSC has programs, services for both the patient and the caregivers who have different needs and experience different emotions. CSC enjoys the support of many corporate sponsors and funders who are dedicated to finding medical cures to cancers of all types. Let's hear from one of those sponsors now. Exelixis is the presenting sponsor for our film festival tonight and is one of CSC's biggest supporters. Let's thank Exelixis for their support by paying attention to this message.
When I think back on the last 25 years for the company, the learnings are deep and somewhat profound. We've done it our way. This is a hard business, but it's a really great business to be in when you've got the right team and the right mindset to go off and really attack some of the hardest problems in biomedical research.
I think for most of us, when we start a company in the biomedical space, the objective is fairly narrow. We just want to solve a scientific problem. Hopefully, the solution to that problem may lead to a drug.
From everything from access to government affairs to all touch points in the organization, the patient is at the focus.
Patients aren't only front and center in what we do, but Exelixis also works with a variety of patient advocacy organizations who work with us to create a united front in good public health policy.
As every aspect of the organization evolves, how do we have the vision to create the next wave of clinical studies that will help address those patients' needs, even as better therapies come onto the market?
Science and medicine are making progress against cancer. Many cancers are now more treatable, turning them from fatal diseases into chronic conditions. The National Cancer Institute predicts that 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women alive in America today will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetimes. That means that every one of us will likely be touched in some way, either as a patient or as a loved one with someone with cancer. And helping us to learn to live with cancer and face it with courage and dignity and with knowledge and hope is what the cancer support community does. For many cancers, science hasn't yet found a cure. That's the case with the next CSC member we're going to hear from tonight. Craig has an incurable brain tumor. However, he also has an incredibly positive attitude thanks to CSC. Let's hear from Craig now.
In May of 2018, after a month of symptoms including headaches, stumbles, and one small seizure, I went to the hospital and had a quick neurological exam. The CT showed a mass on my right temporal lobe. I was scheduled for surgery the first week of May. The surgery went well, and for 2 days I was wrestling with my diagnosis, which was glioblastoma multiforme, or GBM. It's a primary brain tumor, which today there is no cure for, but there's a lot of work going on, and I believe that a cure is on the horizon. I could decide what attitude would I adopt, and I chose positivity. I started to attend 2 support groups, one for cancers of all kinds, and one specifically for brain cancer. Those are my favorite moments, those first support groups, because I realized I was in a room with people who understood what it means to have cancer, who speak the same language, who experience the same kinds of treatments, who wrestle with the same emotions. I would control what I could control. So I changed my diet, I kept walking, managed my stress. On my 1-year anniversary from my surgery, I decided I would get a tattoo. I absolutely live by these. The cancer support community is a great example that we don't fight alone. 3 years and 2 months later, every scan has been clear and stable. No sign of tumor growth, so I really couldn't ask for better news. And I do think the mind-soul-body connection matters in the journey. and the cancer support community with the regular touch points certainly helps keep me on that path and on my journey.
I think we can learn a lot from Craig and how he's chosen to deal with his cancer diagnosis. In my book, Doing It Scared, I say that we manifest whatever we spend any amount of time focusing on. And Craig choosing to focus on his health, being positive, and controlling the things that he can control is the perfect approach to have. Community is essential to helping people face cancer, but so are the doctors and nurses who spend much time with the patients. One of the things Craig mentioned when he was being interviewed for that segment was how wonderful his medical team was during this treatment. He specifically mentioned a nurse navigator named Darcy, who pointed him to CSC. Now, CSC would like to recognize the incredible work of these professionals, the oncology nurses who have been working even harder under even more challenging conditions for the last 2 years. They've been nothing short of incredible. Let's hear from Patrick Devinger, Chair of the Board of the Directors of CSC, to introduce this year's Spirit of Healing Award.
When diagnosed with cancer, you literally put your life in the hands of your medical team, your doctors and nurses. I know this firsthand because I am a cancer survivor. My name is Patrick Devinger, and I'm the president of the Board of Directors of the Cancer Support Community in the Bay Area. 13 years ago, I was diagnosed with tongue cancer, and I'm here today because of the compassionate care of my medical team. At the Cancer Support Community, we all know how important oncology nurses are to the treatment and recovery of cancer patients. And that is why I am so proud today to recognize the incredible work that oncology nurses do for cancer patients, our members, and the long partnership the Cancer Support Community has with the California East Bay Oncology Nursing Society, CBONS. We are delighted to honor CBONS with this year's Spirit of Healing Award. Let's now hear from Sheila Stanley, President of CBONS, about what this honor means to their organization.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sheila Stanley, and I'm the chapter president of California East Bay Oncology Nursing Society, also known as CBONS. I'm very excited to represent CBONS here tonight as we are being honored by the Cancer Support Community with the Spirit of Healing Award. Wow, we are so excited. When Nancy announced this to us, we could not really stop kind of laughing and being happy because this is really so exciting and we are so happy. I don't really have words to get that recognition from a community organization like this is so rewarding. CBONS is a chapter of National Oncology Society founded in 1995. The California East Bay chapter is a mega chapter of awareness made up of more than 300 very active members. CBONS and CSC have enjoyed a long, mutually supportive relationship. The resources CSC provides are priceless, especially when it comes to guiding our patients through their difficult journey of cancer care. It's really hard for them because when they hear the word, it's like a death warrant. They don't know where to go, what to do. We had a patient and we could not allow any visitors to come those days. We could use our phones to communicate with her family, and we could not allow them to come into our hospital either. It came to the point that she was so scared. She would even ask the CNA, meaning nursing assistants, to hold her hands and don't leave the room. It is so heartbreaking for us because we don't know what to do. We have all these patients, and they have to go to the right person to get the right help and the right support. They get that support, the real professional support what they need from CSC. We are very, very honored to be recognized for the Spirit of Healing Award this year. Our President-elect, Nancy Harano, will be accepting the award on our behalf. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Nancy. My friends, just you being here tonight shows your support. Placing a bid on our auction item, typing in the chat shows your support for CSC. But it's right here, right now, that we invite you to show your support further by raising your virtual paddle, all with a click of that green donate button. Craig said it best. No one fights alone. We can't do what we do here at CSC without you. So it's right here, right now, that we're going to ask you to raise your virtual paddle. I'm looking at the leaderboard over here. You're going to push that green button. You don't take home a prize, a gift, or a present, but you do get to leave a gift with the heart. Every dollar counts. Every dollar will make a difference. Every dollar will impact our CSC community. All CSC services are free thanks to the donations raised right here tonight. I'll say that again. All CSC's services are free because of your help, because of your support tonight. So we're going to start at 25,000. We're going to go down to 20,000. I'm just giving you the rundown right now. Don't worry, I'll slow it down. Then we go to 10, then we go to 5, then we go to 1,000, then we go to 500, then 250, then 100, recognizing that every dollar counts, every dollar will make a difference, and we hope that you'll choose one of those numbers today. So if you would like to be our honorary, our leadership gift and kick off our virtual paddle raise, please raise your paddle at $25,000. Yes, that's a big ask. $25,000. $25,000. Thank you, Donald Zonshine Family Foundation. Thank you for your $25,000 gift. I am so excited. I wish I could run around and high five you guys right here in the room. Thank you for your gift. $25,000. That's a huge gift, and that's going to kick us off. How about 20,000? Maybe 20,000 is your giving level. If you would like to leave a gift of $20,000, I'm looking to the board here. Michael and Megan Morrissey, thank you for your gifts in loving memory of Dr. Gisela Schwab. Thank you, Michael and Megan Morrissey, for your $20,000 gift. If you would like to leave a donation of any dollar amount, even if it's not the number I'm saying right now, click that green button, donate, leave a gift with us. We will celebrate. If we are all in the room, we'd be clapping, we'd be cheering. But for now, I'll just do all the clapping and cheering for all of us. We were at $20,000. If you would like to leave a gift of $10,000, if $10,000 is your giving level, CSC welcomes everyone affected by cancer, regardless of race, socioeconomic status, stage of their cancer, type of their cancer, or anything. If you're affected by cancer, CSC is here to help. And we can't do it without you. If you're ready to leave a gift of $10,000, Bob Hammer from Have a Ball Foundation. Thank you, Bob Hammer. $10,000. $10,000, Bob Hammer. We also have a $10,000 gift from Ellen Reinchest and Don Tatson. Thank you for your gifts of $10,000. Throw your donations up there. We want to celebrate them for you. If you're wondering why I'm looking over here, I am waiting for your donations. We are waiting for your gifts. It's here and now that we make a difference, that we make an impact together as the CSC community. It's here and now. If we were sitting in a gala room, we'd be cheering and clapping and high-fiving and feeling that energy. We are waiting for you at home on your couch. Leave your gift with us, $5,000. If $5,000 is your giving level, go ahead and click that green button. Click that green button. I see something popped up there. Where is it? $5,000. Click that green donate button. Remember, every dollar counts. Every dollar will make a difference, and every dollar helps the CSC community. You know, all services have been virtual, like much of our lives, since the pandemic, when cancer patients have needed our support more than ever. Increased anxiety, compromised immunity, fear, all are increased right now. CSC needs you more than ever right now. $5,000 was our gift. We're going to go to $2,500. Maybe $2,500 is your giving level. If $2,500 is your giving level, go ahead and leave your pledge with us. I'm watching this board. It is so fun to see. Barbara, thank you. Barbara Barnacle, in loving memory of Roy Barnacle. Thank you so much, Barbara, for leaving your gifts with us. If you would like to click on that button, go ahead and click that button right here, right now. Linda Guzzi, and Mike Rice, thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for celebrating with us. Linda Guzzi and Mike Rice, $2,500. Matt and Kelly Petrowski. Matt and Kelly, thank you for giving. Thank you for being here. We are so excited. Can you feel the energy? I'm having fun over here. I can't see you, but seeing your gifts, and thank you. Seeing your gifts here, it feels like you're right here with us, and you are. You're here for the CSC community. CSC has a wide range of services. We have support groups, educational workshops, healthy living classes. We have yoga. I saw it today. I was over in the yoga studio. We have all different types of exercise classes, all free because of your support. So we were at $2,500. If you would like to leave a gift of $1,000, $1,000 gift to kick us off, $1,000, please leave your gifts with us. And here in the room, our CEO raising his paddle for a $1,000 gift. Thank you, Rob Tufel. Thank you so much for your gift. Thank you for your leadership. It's so fun to have a live donation here. Anjali and Carter Sibley, thank you. Thank you for your $1,000 gift. Sherry Ocker, in memory of Carl Ocker, thank you so much for your gift of your $1,000. Every dollar counts. Every dollar will make a difference. Sean and Molly Maddock, there they are. Sean and Molly Maddock, thank you so much for your gift. We are so excited. Barry just popped up on my screen. Barry and Kristen Mendelson, thank you so much for your gift. Sir, please tell me your name, sitting here in our live audience.
David Bonney.
David Bonney, I should have known better. David Bonney just raised his paddle. It's not virtual. He's here on the couch with us. Thank you for your gift, Mr. Bonney. $1,000. You can clap for that because we're in the room together. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. $1,000. If you would like to give a gift, let's move to the next level. Remember, you can choose. You can click any button. You can choose the number, even if it's not the number that we're suggesting out loud. We recognize as the CSC community, every dollar counts, every dollar makes a difference, and every dollar will make an impact. Push that green button whenever you are ready. We were at $1,000. Let's move to $500. $500, a $500 gift. MWS Foundation. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for your gift, MWS Foundation. If 500 is your giving level, maybe you already gave, maybe we asked you again, and here we are again. $500. If you're ready to leave a gift with us, $500. Gwen Gallagher jumped in at $2,500. Thank you. Thank you, Gwen Gallagher, for jumping in. Remember, you pick any dollar amount. Doesn't matter what I'm saying. It does matter that you leave your gifts with us because every dollar counts. Every dollar will make a difference, will make an impact on the CSC community and the families and the patients that we help. Thousands that we help every day. We were just celebrating other numbers. $2,000. Allison Jones Thompson, $2,000. Thank you. We are so excited. Woo! Click that button. Pick your number. If you don't like the number I'm saying, you pick the number. We are so excited. Thank you for your gift. If you'd like to leave a gift of $500, please do so. If you'd like to leave a gift of $250, click that button right here, right now. Thank you for your gifts. $250. Go ahead and click that button. $250. Maybe $250 is your giving level. Maybe $100 is your giving level. We've asked, we email, we call, and here we are again because all the services that we provide are free and we simply cannot do it alone. Just like Craig says, we can't do it alone. No one fights alone and we're all working together as a community. Thank you, Antoinette. Antoinette with a beautiful last name. $250.
Lakatua.
Oh, Lakatua. Thank you. I didn't want to botch it. I'll let her do it, my friend Erica. Thank you. Antoinette, your gift. Karen Sykes, your gift of $250. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking. Thank you for being part of the CSC community. $100. So maybe we've asked, maybe you've given, and here we are again asking. $100. We're asking for a $100 gift, recognizing that every dollar counts, every dollar will make a difference, and it's right here, right now that we're asking from your couch, your kitchen, or wherever you may be for 100% participation. That means you raise your hand, you click that button. Ann Miyaga. I hope I said that right. Miyaga. How about that? Ann Miyaga. $100. Thank you, thank you. Amy, $500. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Amy. Diane Butler just jumped in at $100. I'm excited. You can clap. This is fun. Way more fun when you guys clap. Thank you so much, Diana Butler, for your gift. It's a $100 gift, okay? It's a $100 gift. Every dollar counts. You heard me say it over and over and over again. Every dollar does count. Every dollar does make a difference. But you know what, my friends? The giving season does not end. There is no closure. It doesn't begin. It doesn't end. It is right here, right now. And that means we're going to leave this pledge button open. That means at any time tonight or tomorrow, you can click that button and you can leave your gifts with us. Erica, Donald just jumped in. Thank you, our friend Donald, with your $100 gift. This is how it's done. Everybody jumping in, joining us as a community. Thank you so much, Donald. Erica, it is just truly heartwarming to see the love and the donations flowing in from all over.
Wow, thank you to all of our supporters who joined us tonight. This is amazing. Wow. This is, I'm like, I have chills. All of your donations go to fund the programs and services that CSC provides to anyone who's been affected by cancer. Since the pandemic began, CSC has been helping people exclusively online, all over the Bay Area, because cancer doesn't stop and neither does CSC. We hope that soon CSC can welcome people back to their centers in person again. To tell us about how CSC has fared during the last year and where we're going next, please welcome Rob Tufel, the CEO. Hello, sir.
Hi, everybody. My name is Rob Tufel, and I am the CEO of Cancer Support Community. I'm so happy to be here tonight. When I was a child, my grandmother, who was very wise, I think everyone's grandmother is very wise, she always used to say to me, when you have your health, you have everything. But as a child, I did not really understand what she meant. It actually wasn't until I was diagnosed with a testicular tumor at age 30 and my world turned upside down that I finally got it. And in those days, I have to say, there was no CSC. So I didn't know anyone else who had a diagnosis like mine. I remember going to the medical school library near my house to figure out what was going on and to read through journals. Most of you watching this broadcast also understand what she meant. I think especially now during the pandemic. Suddenly these issues like stress and uncertainty and feeling alone, depression, anxiety, fear of getting sick, these have all become part of our daily lives. But I think as we have seen in these films tonight, these very intimate and honest films, these issues are not new for cancer patients and their caregivers. Some of these stories you may have seen tonight may have made you uncomfortable. They may have made you sad, angry, hopeful. They may have inspired you. For over 30 years, Cancer Support Community has been hearing these stories every day, right here in our Cancer Resource Center, right here where we are filming live, right now. This is a place where people can honestly and openly tell their stories, sometimes stories they can't even tell their friends and families, when they are at one of the most vulnerable times of their lives. This pandemic, I have to tell you, has really strengthened our resolve, our commitment to making sure that all cancer patients and their families get the support they need to become healthier, to live longer, and to live better. And what does that commitment look like? That means as soon as the shelter in place as soon as we had to do shelter in place, we took all of our programs, support groups, nutrition classes, education workshops, exercise classes, yoga. We made it available virtual and free, so anyone could participate from the safety of their home or even from a hospital bed. We created an emergency financial assistance program for low-income cancer patients that addresses that incredible financial burdens that families faced before the pandemic and even more so now. We are training the next generation of mental health professionals who specialize specifically in working with cancer patients and their families, and we all know now how much we need mental health support and what the lack we have of mental health support. We also opened a satellite office in an underserved part of the county so we can provide services right there directly in this community. And I'm so proud that this fall we are partnering with a major medical center, and we're going to be researching the needs of Black cancer patients and their families so we can develop programs to better meet the needs of that community. You know, my grandmother didn't talk about health, and she also used to tell me lots of things. She also told me it was my responsibility to make the world a better place. And she didn't say it just through her words, but through her actions. Tonight, you can take action by making a donation to support these vital programs that now more than ever, we see what an impact they have. Just like Kalani said, every single donation makes a difference. And just like the stories you saw tonight, you can create your own story. You can create a story of hope, you can create a story of support, and you can create a story of community for all cancer patients and their families. I want to thank you so much for all your donations. I want to encourage you to continue donating. And now I want to turn our attention to one of Cancer Support Community's generous sponsors, John Muir Health, who is making a difference in our community. Thank you so much.
Now it's time for the third and final film selected by our judging panel. This film, Deconstruction, is from a local Bay Area filmmaker who collaborated with his mother to tell her own cancer story.
Deconstruction is going to be introduced by Dr. Anjali Sibley, who I'm proud to say is one of our board members and also an amazing local oncologist. I also want to point out that this film is very raw and personal and is really intended for a mature audience. It's really an honest depiction of one cancer patient's experience and their families. So now, let's take it away and see Deconstruction.
Yes.
The film Deconstruction seeks to break down barriers between cancer survivors and their loved ones through frank discussions about the disease. After a 25-year cancer odyssey, East Bay resident Joyce Malinay decided to channel her experiences into an art exhibit with the help of her son, Alex. In Deconstruction, each piece highlights the coping mechanisms Joyce employed to retain her sense of self. This film features two of these works of art. The filmmakers are Alex Malinay and Bianca Beiruti from Oakland, California, and Los Angeles, California.
The name of the show is Deconstruction. Basically, it chronicles the deconstruction of me. How they can basically take your breasts, take your uterus. Both of my hips have been replaced. They can do this, they can do that, but they cannot take away you, your spirit. And that's what the show means to me. Indolent cancer is basically very lazy, very slow moving. I have metastasized breast cancer to bone. It has then metastasized to liver and to lung. The first time I had cancer before it became metastasized, Carson was 2.5 and you were 4. I had it in my mind that I was just gonna make it until you got out of college. That was it. I was gonna be here for you always.
What is the inspiration to do an art show?
When people have cancer, people don't like to talk about it. People don't like to hear about it. People are afraid of it. And I thought not only could this be cathartic to me, but it could also be a way of sharing it with other people to break down a barrier and make it be less scary. And to do it in a funny way. Not haha, like this is the most funniest thing in the whole world, but I mean to just see like kind of the humor in going through all this stuff.
The hands.
With their arms up, it just kind of says like, yeah, come and take me. You're not gonna change me. You're not gonna make me anything but this wonderful thing that I am.
I feel it was very brave of her and Alex to share this journey.
This one's really funny. I mean, you know, in that sort of dark humor sort of way.
It seems like she really had this artistic desire her entire life that is finally being realized. I'm just glad that I get to see it.
I'm finding it educational, sad, funny. I'm finding it much more than I ever expected to get from it.
Off with her tits. Contributing artist Annie Dennison. Materials: Barbie, vintage plastic, LED lights, cutting mat, putty, wallpaper, photo on canvas. Off with her tits is the French Revolution-inspired send-up of Joyce's mastectomies, complete with the breast guillotine. After a recurrence of breast cancer in late 2000, Joyce's doctors told her if she submitted to Western medicine's own breast cancer guillotine, her cancer journey would be over. But one of the best-kept secrets of breast cancer is how often it spreads to other parts of the body, becoming incurable. In the piece, the handsome, reassuring smile of the hooded Dr. Ken executioner belies the physically and emotionally scarring procedure he's about to perform, and a dirty little secret he hides. Marie Antoinette Barbie, the defiant figure at the piece's center, personifies the sacrifice of Joyce's breasts and her femininity. At her feet, spilling out onto the floor from a basket, are 44 severed breasts of all skin colors, shapes, and sizes. Some show the warning signs of localized breast cancer, such as a bloody or inverted nipple and lumps. Above the piece hangs an ornately framed image of Joyce, taken by Alex in the weeks before she died.
Maybe like a finger.
With her characteristic dry wit, cancer be damned, Joyce is still having her cake and eating it too. The use of Barbies in the piece connects to Joyce's childhood play with the iconic doll. Barbie's unrealistic body proportions, reinforced by her mother's reminders to look one's best, shaped how Joyce controlled her appearance during cancer. Following her mastectomies, Joyce opted not to have reconstructive surgery, but did use breast prosthetics.
It's my breast.
Many of the components sourced for the project are recycled, like the Barbie Grand Hotel that subs as the mastectomy madhouse. The 3 additional figures looking out of the illuminated windows are residents of the madhouse, where the enticing promise of increased survival comes at a cost. Upstairs, in a corner of the madhouse, the blacked-out room hints at the darkest realities of metastatic breast cancer, too often ignored in upbeat pink ribbon culture. The entire building bears a sign with the modern Paris street name Avenue Montaigne, an area where women in mourning gathered during the 18th century. Credit backdrop is covered with print-on-demand mastectomy wallpaper by Charlotte Winter. Deconstruction. Artists: Joyce Malinay, Alex Malinay, Carson Clavin. Materials: photo on canvas, artifacts. The piece that started it all. Joyce originally conceived the idea that would become deconstruction as a mental exercise to cope with the continual changes to her body. Inspired by a piece of artwork that her daughter Carson created in kindergarten, Joyce imagined herself laid out on an operating table. She is attended to by surgeons, doctors, and observers as they take pieces of her body away from her, one by one, like a giant game of operation. Joyce always maintained that the procedures might modify her body, but they could never alter her quintessential Joyceness. That would survive and flourish. She felt that having a creative mental exercise was a way to take the burden off her shoulders and create beauty and humor out of the literal deconstruction of her figure. The resulting piece is a 4-foot by 7-foot life-size photograph of Joyce on canvas. To her left and right are a series of artifacts from her cancer treatment, corresponding to parts of her body that were replaced, removed, or altered. While it was Joyce's and Alex's intent to create deconstruction entirely on their own, it became apparent that additional expertise was required, and daughter Carson was soon recruited to the project.
I wanted to have the option.
After Joyce's death, Carson and Alex resolved to complete the piece on her behalf.
What a captivating and courageous story of a family right here in the Bay Area. That film cuts right to the heart of cancer. Not only does it speak to the deconstruction that cancer imposes, but it also depicts how devastating the exhaustive treatments can be. There's so much more to cancer's impact than just what happens to the body. Making art like a film can be cathartic and part of the healing process. CSE provides a whole range of classes on healing through art. This film also shows how cancer is a disease that affects everyone, not just the patient. In my case, I found an even deeper level of love for my dear mother as I sat at her side through her cancer journey. It really put into perspective for me how precious and fragile life is. I'm forever thankful for those momentous moments that I got to share with my mom. Well, we're almost done with our program for the evening. In a few moments, we'll reveal which of tonight's 3 films was selected by our judging panel as the top film and will take away the Judge's Choice Award. But first, let's hear the uplifting story of one of CSE's members. Some of you may remember Dana as co-chair from last year's Hope Walk. She keeps giving back to CSE through volunteering because it's been such a huge part of her recovery. Let's watch.
2.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with colon cancer stage 3. I was at the time the healthiest I'd ever been in my life. I had no symptoms, so getting this diagnosis was shocking. I was overcome with fear and not sure where to go next. I called CSC right away. I got signed up for an orientation, and I had that feeling when I approached of that it was real. You know, it made the cancer real. I was going to a cancer support community. So there was a lot of emotion walking through those doors. But when the doors opened, I was greeted by several people, very warm, kind, smiling, and I got the feeling of just being home, of just being accepted, and that it was okay. Hearing then what CSC offered, I was amazed at how much there was there, how much support there was there, how many things there were to learn, all free of charge. So I immediately went from feeling very fearful and devastated to that there was hope that I had help to get through this. So thank God today I am showing no evidence of disease, so 2.5 years after diagnosis. Trying to find those inner resources and things that are going to support you really understanding yourself and what you've gone through, for me was critical to learning how to not only just survive and stay alive, but to really live.
Thank you, Dana, for sharing your story. Let's take a look and see our latest gift. So, Erica, we just learned that there is a little bit of delay. We are virtual. I'm live here, but there is a little delay. So we want to make sure that we thank those who have left their gifts with us. Yes. We have a pledge of $500. Gautam Prasad, thank you for your gift. Nancy Dunn, $250. Every dollar counts. We are so grateful, Nancy. Thank you for being here and leaving your gift with us. Wendy, $444. That must be a very special number to you. $444. Thank you, Wendy, for your gift. Gretchen Stella, thank you so much. We have another Wendy at $250. I don't know if you're the same Wendy, but Wendy's unite. We are so grateful to have you here. Let's see, Marcy. Marcy jumped in with her gift. Donald, I think I already thanked you, Donald, but since I said your name, I am going to thank you again. Thank you so much. And remember, you can give our friend Pierre Prem. Are you raising Prem and Judith? Prem and Judith. $1,000. Yes, our friends Prem and Judith are sitting here in studio with us. $1,000. That's how it's done. You know, giving is contagious. And right now it's okay to say that because we love that. This is the only kind of contagious that we love.
Exactly.
Is the giving contagious, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your gifts. Remember, you can still give. You can still give. And I want to remind you, Erica, I want to remind everyone about our auction items, okay? Our auction items, this is so cool. The auction items we have, they're online. 7-night stay. We have a 7-night stay in Mexico. Cabo San Lucas. If you are ready to travel and you are ready to go, you don't have to go today, but you can buy it today. You can buy it with us. You're going to go on vacation eventually. You might as well buy it here. So we have 7 nights in Cabo. This is super cool. A guest DJ session on Sirius XM. How neat is that?
That's
I've never heard of that.
awesome.
This
Me
is
either.
so fun.
That's great.
Another one on Sirius XM. You can promote whatever you want, whoever you want, your business, your blog, your children, or your favorite charity. You can be a guest.
2.5 years ago.
Star Channel. So cool. Sirius XM Star Channel. We also have this really neat Toy Story. Say that again. Toy Story package where you'll actually have a character, a Toy Story character created for you. So just want to remind everybody. I want to thank everybody. Thank you for giving. Thank you for being here. Thank you for celebrating. Thank you for leaving your gifts. Yes. Elsie, thank you for jumping in. Mary Prasnek, thank you for jumping in. So awesome. Keep those gifts coming. We are so grateful. We are so thrilled. Every dollar counts. Every dollar makes a difference. As of this moment, right here, right now, we have collectively together as a CSC community raised $278,000. Yes, we have. Woo! Thank you. Every dollar counts. Every dollar makes a difference.
Amazing.
We are recording this on YouTube so you can watch it. The auction closes Sunday at noon Pacific time.
Thank you so much, Kanani. This is so beautiful to see. Like, my heart is super warmed right now. So, Rob, you want to come on up?
I do.
And
hello there.
Hello, welcome back.
I'm back again. We're at the really exciting part of the evening, I think, correct?
We are. This is the giving. Are you blown
Oh
away
my
by
God,
this?
yes, I know, it's right. I just want to look at this. Thank you, everybody. Boy, we'd much rather be in person, of course, but this is fantastic. And, you know, you can feel the love coming out through the screen. Thank you so much for your support. This means so much to everybody, all the members we serve. This is fantastic.
It is. I mean, I love what CSC is doing, and I never even knew about you guys till after my mom's diagnosis and everything. And so to be a part of this tonight is just remarkable. I am so thankful.
Well,
and
we
honored.
thank you for coming here and your story. There are so many stories out there. There's so many people that will still need our services too.
Yes,
and during the pandemic, after the pandemic, and we are here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
Where we announce which of tonight's 3 outstanding films takes away the award for being the judge's choice.
And I just want to say we have a really special guest in our audience tonight. Some of you met him on film. Ben's son, Leo. Leo, would you like to come up and hand me the envelope, please? Thank you so much, Leo. You're welcome. We appreciate it very much. Thank you. Want to say goodbye?
I like his suit.
Now, I just, I forgot to, his suit. I forgot to mention Leo's suit, which inspired me to get a tuxedo, as you can see. I forgot to mention, we had over 20 films submitted from across the country, and we sent 7 off to the judges, and we had 3 finalists that they picked, and here we are. It's like a mini Academy Awards. I'm so excited. Okay,
here we go.
See, I'm going to open the envelope. This is the way
Drum
to do
roll,
it.
drum roll, everyone,
drum roll,
please.
Okay, would you please announce the winner of this year's first ever film festival? And it's...
The winner is Lizzie Hoganson.
For Danny.
Yes,
Congratulations,
for Danny.
Lizzie.
Amazing. What an incredible evening we've had together. On behalf of Cancer Support Community, San Francisco Bay Area, and the thousands of cancer patients alongside their families, your generous donations will help in the coming year. We thank you so much. Be blessed and have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thank you, everybody. Bye, good night. Thank you for your support.
Sing along.